Hi, tonight I'm going to share with you an article from a book called The Winning Life. Here it begins, quote, "Each of us possesses the potential for a winning life. Within us is the ability to live with courage, to have fulfilling relationships, to enjoy good health and prosperity, to feel and show true compassion for others, and to face and surmount our deepest problems." Crucial to living a winning life is to undergo an inner transformation that will enable us to bring out our noblest human virtues and therefore change our circumstances. This process is a revolution of our own character, an individual human revolution. Consider the following scenario. Perhaps you feel underappreciated at work. Perhaps your boss is very difficult or ignores you. After a while, you develop a lot of negativities in your own self. Though you may be an expert at hiding negativity, every once in a while, it will show from your expression, your voice, your facial response, so people will know. So maybe your co-workers or boss perceive you in turn as not being entirely committed to the success of your job, or that you have a bad attitude. Of course, there are a million reasons for your bad attitude, and all of them could be valid. But whatever the reason, you miss opportunities for advancement, maybe even lose your job. Because of the poor relationship, this is a common scenario in today's working environment. But suppose if you start coming to work with a new attitude that is not just a mental adjustment, but an outlook bolstered by a deep sense of vitality, confidence, and compassion, and based upon serious self-reflection. Your compassion leads you to have empathy for your boss's situation. Armed with the new understanding, you treat your boss differently, offering support and finding yourself less and less discouraged by any negativity he or she may display toward you. Your boss begins to see you in a new light. Opportunities present themselves. This is obviously a very simple example, and many of us would say this is a natural thing to do. But to live this way every day requires the ability to make and sustain basic changes in our hearts and character. Once the change is made, like a never-ending domino effect, we can have continual positive impact on the people around us, unquote. Let me share with you an experience of a member in Hong Kong. She told me that she was in a job with a very, very difficult colleague. This colleague is slightly senior than she was. And this colleague has been very, very abusive and difficult. And she has been tolerating this poor attitude for a long, long, long time. But because she practices Nichiren Buddhism, she will not begrudge on the colleague's behavior. Instead, she tried to be nice and smiley, and for 8 months, she has been tolerating, but with a good heart and good attitude. So then came a chance when this colleague has got a problem, and this member was quick to help the colleague to solve the problem. And then came the change. Ever since then, this colleague has changed her bad attitude, and they have become very, very good friends and workers. I just wonder if you have ever experienced the following scenes. When we come into a group of people who are having a very, very good time, laughing and smiling, And then if I go in there with a long face and an angry look, the vibration, everybody can feel, and everybody will stop laughing or smiling, and the whole atmosphere turns cold. Whereas if I have this experience, if I've been to a meeting and everybody was very serious and not very happy, and I went in with a smiley face and a very, very cheerful greeting, and then I started to make jokes and make people laugh. Right at that minute, the whole atmosphere changes. So the important thing is for us to smile and to make people smile. Those who can make people smile or laugh, you will have very, very, very good relationships. As we all know, people like to be with happy people. We don't want to have grumpy, complaining people around us. So it's really up to us to change our attitude. But easier said than done. We have to be happy from the inside before we can smile. This is why we need to practice Nichiren Buddhism. Every day, in and out. We can change our character, we can see things differently, and we can change all negativity into positive. So this is my experience too. So I hope we can all share the value and teaching of our practice. Bye.